What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Raw and Nerdy. And today we are going to present Starfield Raw.
Oh, yeah.
There's a name you guys haven't heard in a while. As always, I'm Archon,
And I'm Rook.
and I bet you can't guess what this episode's going to be about.
Firefly.
A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So, this week, we're going to be talking about Starfield, obviously. Huge patches
Mhm.
and DLCs and stuff came out for Starfield that kind of, for lack of better terms, reinvented the wheel of the game. And we're going to talk about it a little because we both have been playing it and enjoying it. And I still have a few gripes, but we'll talk about it. So, should we get right into it or should we do our weeks first?
I think we got a couple of minutes for our weeks.
Okay. Well, what you got?
Well, as most of y'all know, last week on Sunday, right before, actually, y'all wouldn't know because we didn't record last week. So
Well, we didn't. Easter week.
technically, we got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of hightail the week before, and I've gotten back into Star Wars: The Old Republic over the past couple of weeks. I found out a way to keep myself from getting burnt out on Starfield, though, so it won't be the number one game I play all the time like it was on Starfield Raw, but it will be a game I play a bit during the week. Uh, but I finished my desk. In our Discord, I think I posted pictures of it in our Discord, but it's finally finished. It's on it. The top coat's done. It's all set up. I'm using it. The last thing I need to do, and it's just personal preference, is I have the mounting arms so it's not sitting on its 3 legs for the widescreen monitor. Other than that, everything is set up. I have my monitor, I have my vertical monitor, and it's golden. I
It
love this
looks
setup.
awesome. The pictures you posted, it looks awesome. I'm
It
kind of
does.
jealous.
I kind of like the setup a lot better. And it's weird because most people set their desks where their PC is straight up and down. I have my old desk set against the wall to my right, and I got my computer sat at an angle on top of it, so I actually see the RGB lights on the motherboard, and I can actually see the motherboard code if it decides to burn out and give me one.
Ugh, yikes.
But it actually works with how it sits, and it looks good. It gives me a lot more space in here, and I can clean it up a lot more. I still got more stuff to do in my office. I'm going to put another shelf here. I just don't know how I want to do this shelving unit back here. That chair will move against that wall over there, and some stuff over there will move back here. And then it'll be where I want it to be. Just
That'll
take
look
some time.
awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, my computer sits on another little desk beside my desk as well. It's not on my actual desk because I don't really have room because my monitor takes up my entire desk. Well, monitors, all of them. So,
Yeah, I'll post pictures in this when I edit it, so you actually see it.
yeah, it looks awesome. I will give you some props on that. It turned out really good.
It took some time because of how much I've been working. Having the sit down time to actually do all the coats of polyurethane top coat I got to do on this desk. I did 6 coats of oil-based polyurethane on the top, and on the bottom has 3 or 4 coats of water-based. I did everything on the bottom first to see how I liked it, and then realized I didn't like how the bottom turned out. So when I flipped it over, I went to the oil base, and the oil base gave a better sheen and stuff. You can tell if you look close at it, there's some defects and stuff that I can get better on. But for the most part, it does what I wanted to do. It looks awesome. It turned out a lot how I imagined it. Now the only thing I need to do is run a little bit of lighting underneath it so it has that back glow underneath. And I think it'll be outstanding. But right now, I love it. It's great.
It's awesome.
But other than that, played some Starfield this week. Got into it because the update released last Friday. I
Yeah,
think the
the
7th.
7th?
Yeah, I think that
Thursday.
was Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday the 7th, yep.
So been playing that a little bit. Uh, Started over with Rook. For those of you who still listen to the show that were from Starfield Raw days, y'all know, or y'all might remember that I had a weird bug with the game where when I land with that character, I landed on New Atlantis, and from the starport to the other end of to where Sergeant Yumi operates out of, there was no ground. So I actually started over again, lost a lot of all that data, all that hours I'd put into that character. But as Archon pointed out today when we were gaming together, I'm at like 902 hours in the game. It's now my second. Now my second most played game on the thing. um, but yeah, so like I said, I'm jumping into Star Wars: The Old Republic, Star Wars Galaxies Legends, which is a Star Wars Galaxies emulation server. If you want to play that game, I highly recommend it. It is post new game update or the new gaming experience, but it's still fun. They're adding more of their own content to it. So it has everything that was officially released and they've added more to it and they're constantly working on it, keeping the servers going. There's always a base on it. It's one
I'm
server.
interested.
Yeah. But just like EverQuest, it has the original graphics.
Yeah, I'm interested because I was actually thinking about that game earlier today, and now I wish I could play it because that game was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yep. Star Wars Galaxies Legends. You join their forums, and then if you have a copy of the game, they give you the
Oof.
information on how to join. Dude,
I don't know if I even have a copy of the game anymore.
15
I
bucks.
had it.
This cost me 15 bucks online on eBay.
Yeah.
They sent it to me. You only need it for the play disc to install the game. They help you with
Mm.
everything else. And you
I
have
feel like you could probably find the files online, can't you?
you have to have legally you have to have this.
Yeah.
You have to have the original game. A lot of people are selling their games out there because the game had millions of players and it's only like I think the peak server count was a little over 2,500 at one point with Star Wars Galaxies Legends, but it has a jump to light speed update, all that. So you can still do all that. So I played that game. I did my weekly uh, run with my guild TCO and Lord of the Rings Online. I stream that weekly when we run it. But it's been fun running with the old guild members and talking about all the old guild stuff while we're running. Just the last time we played, we were sitting there talking about one of our guild members that passed away recently. His screen name was Hammer Gently. Uh, Talk to him all the time because he was former Navy as well, and so when I was on deployment in 2005, 2006, and then for several years up until I think 2019, we talked on a regular basis through the forums and stuff. Whoever says friendships online are not real, I'm glad modern society has changed on that because that was one of my
Yeah.
most
That's
realest
ridiculous.
friendships. Mhm.
I've met a lot of real friends through games online, so I don't agree with that either. So
But that is my week, sir.
nice. I actually heard about a new game that is I think it's supposed to come out fairly soon. It's an EverQuest based game with EverQuest based graphics. That is, it's like I want to say it's called like EverQuest Legends or something like that. But they're basically taking EverQuest. Yeah, you didn't mute.
Oops.
There you go. They're basically taking EverQuest and they're adding there's like a popular server where people it's like a mod server where people like made it to where you can mix classes and stuff like that and make like you can like mix like up to 3 classes into one class and play it solo or play it with groups and stuff. And they're making an actual like game based off of that. and it looks pretty freaking cool. I don't want to play it.
They're making a new Lord of the Rings online game too.
Are they?
Yeah, or not Lord of the Rings online. They're making another Lord of the Rings game RPG. I think it's supposed to be
MMO?
single player. I don't know if it's going to be an MMO. Everything I've read says it's just an RPG.
Mm. As long as it's not like that terrible Golem game.
Everybody's saying
Oh.
it looks good, so.
Hmm. But then Rook just sent me something the other day talking about the new update for Dune, which
Mhm.
I was reading up on, and that looks fantastic. I absolutely loved that game. I have like 200 and some hours into that game. Absolutely. I think I have more hours into that or really close than I do into Starfield.
True.
And I played it for less time, I think.
I think
Well,
so, yeah.
well, a shorter span of time, I'll say. Not less time if I have more hours into it, obviously. But I loved that game. I loved everything about it, except for once you got to a certain point, you had to go to the deep desert where everybody just camped each other and tried to kill each other and steal each other's resources, and it was all PvP and stupid. Well,
Yep.
because of that, they lost 80% of their player base. Everybody hated that system, and then finally they're like, hey, maybe we should change that. And they did. And that's the patch that's supposed to come out this month is going to change that to where they're making it to where you can choose to go into either a PvP version of the deep desert or a PvE version of the deep desert, which everyone's going to go into the PvE because why would they want to go into PvP? That was the point.
Yeah.
And they took PvP out of Haga Basin altogether.
Good.
It's gone completely. Plus they're adding the ability to make your own like host your own servers without having to pay.
Nice.
So, and they said that the hosted your own personal, depending on how powerful your PC is, your own computers can host up to 40 people on one server.
Well, if we were to host a server, I am pretty sure we wouldn't have 40 people in it.
No,
I think there were only 3 people that played it from the raw and nerdy fandom that
yeah,
actually
me,
played with us. Me, you, and
Warmakita,
Warmakita.
yeah, and then my buddy Chris.
Yeah, and Chris. So 4.
Yeah, he played with us. But I mean, if we could get some, like, I would be interested in doing something like that if we could get the player base and we could get,
Mhm.
at least like 10 people around because we could have fun with it.
Yeah, I think so. I backed away from the game, but just because it became repetitive.
It, well, it got hard. Like, once you got to the deep desert, it just like became like almost impossible to do anything.
It was like this on an incline, and then you hit the deep desert, and it does that.
I mean, there was a lot of questing and stuff. You didn't even get all the way through the quest, did you?
No,
Oh, dude, you missed out on a lot though. That story was really, really good. And they've added a bunch. They've added like 2 or 3 more levels of the main quest since
did they
the
add
last time
more
we played.
areas other than Hagen Basin and the deep desert? Minus the 2 cities.
I'm not sure, but like Haga Basin is huge, and there's so many places to go there.
I had it almost
So
fully unlocked. Well,
yeah,
because I flew everywhere, but still.
yeah, but there's still a lot to do. Yeah, but you only flew everywhere because I built you an ornithopter and gave it
I
to you.
I ended up unlocking all the Ornithopter stuff on my own
Okay,
afterwards.
it was there's a lot to it that we never even got to, and there's a lot to it I never got to, and I played it a lot more than you did. I made some massive bases, and oh, dude, that game was so much fun. I might be willing now that they're making that change. I might be willing to give it another shot because I always wanted to get like that top tier like farming going with where you
Mhm.
can like build the huge ornithopters that bring out the big sand vehicles that fly or like drive around and collect all the spice and all that. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
always wanted to do all that, but I never got a chance to because I wasn't gonna risk losing 20 hours worth of work because somebody wanted to be an idiot and snipe me while I was out there, you know?
Yeah, if it's one thing that that's showing is PvP in an MMO isn't as popular as it was back in the day. That's why I don't
It
think.
is it is in a controlled environment. Like the PvP, like the arenas and stuff in World of Warcraft are still huge. They do tournaments and stuff like that with them. In a controlled environment, it's fine. But to make it a necessity in the game is
See, that's
yeah,
why I like Star Wars
no
Galaxies
thanks.
because it wasn't a necessity to join the the battles between the Republic and the Empire in these towns and stuff. It was just fun, and it made sense to the story because, it was during the Civil War. So, but they were making it you have to go into this PvP zone to do all the end game stuff. It's like, no.
Yeah. It just it made it really, really unnecessarily hard
Mhm.
because now that's like something you can't even control. Like at least when a game is difficult, but you have control over it, it's one thing. But when you take that control away from the player and give it to another player who just wants to be a jerk,
Mhm.
yeah,
See,
I don't know. I'm glad they finally came to their senses and changed it.
See, Elite Dangerous, they were smart when they released their game because they knew that people can be jerks on online games.
Online,
So they made it where you can play solo and still affect the galactic world and
yeah,
still do all the galactic stuff without getting ganked by players because you're playing solo. It makes a lot of people mad, but not everybody wants to affect the world, but they don't want to play against other players. Give them the option, and they have. And now that they're doing it with Dune, and Dune is saying, "Hey, we're not going to make PvP a major part of this game." Sweet.
yeah. I think it's gonna bring a lot of players back to the game, which is it needs to because it's still an early release, isn't it? Or no, that one released fully.
Yeah, that's a
That
full
one's not.
release.
Yeah, that's not an early release, but like,
Hightail still early release.
yeah. But what was that you sent me about them and they hired somebody that's like a mod, like
Oh,
a
they
big
hired
modder or something?
they hired some of the biggest modders for Minecraft. Hightail did.
That's gonna be sweet.
Well, Hightail's creator was already a big modder for Minecraft.
Yeah,
So these people already know what they're doing. So that's one way to really get your game going and making the step forward you want to make.
I really like the modding in that game. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, every time I log into that game before I log in, I go in and check and see if there's any cool new mods that I might want.
Hey, let's be honest. I asked you I asked you yesterday if you've been in Hightail lately, and you said, "Yep," and I already added a new mod.
Yep, I did. It was a cool one.
Which one was it?
The storage mod, the one that
Yeah,
lets you like make it's a storage box that can only hold one item, but you can like see what the item is. It shows it on the outside of the box and how many of that item is in the box. So if you want like a storage area for all your ores and stuff, you bam, there it is. And you can see which like all your different ores, what's how many you have, everything like just by walking into the room. It's awesome.
that's not
I like it.
bad. The only issue I have with that is it's one type of items. If I
Well, you
have
use it
a
for niche things. Like you don't use it for everything. Otherwise, you'd have a massive bank.
and
But they're stackable. Like in my little bank thing I got in my castle, this is where I started using it, and I have just like this one little wall that it's stacked like 4 high, and it's got all my different ores and all my different bars,
Mhm.
so I can see all them. That's all I've done it with so far.
Okay, I'll probably go there and take a snapshot of it.
But like, yeah, you won't be able to get in.
I can't get into your castle?
You can get into my castle, but you can't get into my vault.
No, no, no. Oh, you got your vault locked?
My vault is hidden for one. You have to know how to get into it, and the way in is locked at the moment
How
because
did
of
you lock
my
it?
stepson. That there's a mod that lets you like lock doors and stuff.
You added another mod that lets you lock doors?
That one's been in the for a long time.
Since when?
Well, it's the same mod that you remember when I had to fix all the mods because the server broke
Yeah.
and I had to add a different mod for locking chests because the other one wasn't working?
Oh, okay.
It's that same one, but it lets you lock chests. It also lets you choose, like when you lock your chest, it lets you choose if you want to let other people pull from that chest for your crafting tables too.
Okay.
Like you could set it to be where only you can pull mats from it or anybody can, and it lets you lock doors.
Okay.
Which, but I mean, I guess I'll give away the secret. But like in my castle, there's like a potion room,
Mhm.
or there's like underneath my main house is like the potions room, and there's a bookcase, and it's a bookcase that when you click on it, it's a secret door that opens and goes down into my vault.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet, but it's locked at the moment. I'll set it so you could come in, but
Yeah,
not anybody else.
I
I
don't
think.
go I don't go into your stuff and just steal your mats.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to anyway because the chests inside are also locks.
And it doesn't help that you're all the way across the map and everything I need is like right around where I'm building. So,
Well, there's a portal right to my base, right to the castle.
yeah, but everything I need is right there.
Right. And I haven't even moved any of my stuff to my chests yet from my other farm base yet.
Mm.
So everything's still over there right now anyway, but I don't know. I played that a little bit, but then yeah, I got into Starfield. Probably I would say since Thursday I've been playing when I have time, I've been playing Starfield. I haven't been able to even play it enough to where I'm not worried about burning out, which is a plus. But I'm gonna try and do the same thing as you. I'm not gonna play Starfield exclusively because if
Mhm.
I do, then yeah, I know I'll burn out on it real quick again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Anything else for your week?
I worked
A lot.
so much. And then when I wasn't working, my carpal tunnel from working was so bad that I like didn't even want to play games. Oh yeah. Speaking of playing games, there was one other game that I picked up since the last time we talked.
What's that?
Pokemon Pokopia.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me about that.
It's basically in a nutshell cross between Minecraft and Animal Crossing. Except instead of having villagers, you have Pokemon. They are your villagers. They help you build anytime you want to build something, you have to recruit like 4 or 5 of your Pokemon to come help you build it. You are a Pokemon in that game. Like your character is like you're a Ditto who really misses his master, so like or his trainer, so like you take on the form of what you remember your trainer looking like. And all of the Pokemon have like disappeared, so you have to like try and build these different habitats to get them to come back.
Wow. There's
It's really
actually
cool.
is it a Nintendo licensed game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an actual Pokemon game, but
Okay.
it's really cool the way they set it up. Like, and like certain Pokemon will teach you different abilities. Like the first Pokemon you run into is Squirtle, and like the whole world is like barren and dry. And Squirtle teaches you how to like water things and bring the water back. And then like Bulbasaur teaches you how to like plant plants and stuff. It's kind of cool. Like the more different Pokemon you unlock, the more little abilities you get. Like I got this one now from I think it was Graveler or something that lets me roll around and I could like break blocks while I'm rolling.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I just saw the cover art for Pokopia,
Uh-huh.
and the Ditto uses the Ditto face that in the show, the Ditto that couldn't actually properly do the face,
Uh-huh.
and it's running around with that face on the person. It's
Uh-huh.
like,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's cool.
I'm gonna have to probably get that just because I love Pokemon. So
Do you have a Switch 2?
No.
It's on Switch 2 only.
Only Switch 2?
Yeah, it's Switch 2 exclusive.
Those.
Yeah, it is Switch 2 exclusive, but it's fun. It is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, and I like Animal Crossing, so like it's kind of up my alley. The only thing I
Oh.
don't like about it is it's one of those games that forces you to like it's like, oh, you have to gather the materials and then go get these 5 Pokemon to help build your house, but then your house takes like until tomorrow before it's done building. So you can't use any of those Pokemon for anything else, and you can't really do anything until your house is done or the Poke Center's done or whatever you're trying to make is done. So you have to sit there and like wait.
All right. So, fun fact.
Fun fact.
Pokemon Pokopia is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive and not natively available on the Switch 1. However, Switch 1 owners can play via a limited game share feature if a friend with the Switch 2 invites them, allowing co op building in Pallet Town. The Switch 1 version is generally restricted to local play.
Oh, so you could only I'm not even to Pallet Town yet, so
Yeah.
but you could only play in Pallet Town.
Yeah, sadly. I guess I'm going to have to save up the money and go buy a Switch 2.
Yeah. I like my Switch 2, to be honest.
Fun fact, random news. Um, did you know? I think I told you this, but I'm seeing a lot more Pokemon type games coming out in
Yeah, you told me about that.
other games. The most recent, No Man's Sky and their Xeno uh,
Yeah.
pets, and this is this isn't just like what's that one game that's been in the news?
Power World?
It's not like Power World where it's Pokemon with guns. No, this is they went all out to where there's types and certain types are stronger and weaker against each other. And it's like,
Oh,
man,
yeah, Power World's like that too.
they're ever since Nintendo has been fighting Power World and losing, more people have been coming out and doing stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, they're like, why not? Take
it's
advantage.
you can quite literally keep us from creating Pokemon and from working in the Pokemon universe, but you cannot take the entire idea and copyright it because
Right.
it's too much that's used in other games.
Yep.
All
There's a
right.
lot of other games that use it, so
All right. So should we get to the main topic, sir?
Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield.
I mean, we've already been kind of talking about it, so
We
let's do it.
we have so I hit up Archon earlier this week and I was like, hey, I got an idea for the new show. For the next show. And he's like, what? I was like, Raw and Nerdy presents Starfield Raw. Because no, we haven't talked about it in a while.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean, neither one of us have really been really into into Starfield much. I mean, you got into it a little when you heard about that like Star Wars mod, the Star
mhm.
Wars Genesis, but not the actual game itself.
Yeah, I actually
So,
started all the way over. Now, most of all the mods I had installed are uninstalled because I had to reinstall Starfield because for some reason, after it updated, I started it up and get through the software, that long block of text, and start the
uh-huh.
Bethesda, get to the Bethesda logo, and then shut the game down.
Yeah.
So I had to uninstall, reinstall. So none of my mods were in. So I reinstalled all my mods. So now I'm playing. The mods I installed were everything from the Creation Center under Bethesda. So all of the stuff they had there, which they had a couple of I want to say bundles. Yeah, they had a couple of bundles that had a couple of the mods I like running. And so I bought I downloaded one of the bundles, which has the Falkland mod that I use for the ship I like. Other than that, I'm not touching any of the shipbuilder mods yet. I'm gonna slowly go into those, but I started the game completely over.
Hmm.
I'm starting over from level 1. I'm already level 18. Uh
Rookie.
his name is Rook. He is a rookie.
Uh,
Um, so I am. I'm starting over. I'm at level 18 right now. I'm running pistols. I'm playing the smuggler background because I completely forgot what I built uh Rook as. So I
Mm,
didn't go in and look and then update. I just like screw it, delete, start over.
you
And
deleted. Wow.
I deleted Rook and completely started him over.
I completely started over as well. I didn't delete anything. Like I had to reinstall the game, but like obviously it's synced. I still have all my old saves, but like
Mhm.
I started completely over from scratch, level 1, just like you. The only thing I installed was the game, Shattered Space, what is it? Something lanes, free
Free
lanes,
the free lanes update, which is an
the free
automatic
lanes
update.
update. Yep, and the Terran Armada, and then I downloaded the Watchtower mod. That's the only
All
one
right.
I added.
Also, go in and download the Complete Trackers Alliance. So you have all the missions that are because right now you can do the one where you chase the guy through the where you're going to the space station with the zero G stuff.
Yeah, I already
After
did that.
all right, there's no other missions until you download the rest of the missions from the creations. It's under
Oh, I can get the ones from the mission board downstairs,
nah, but the that video
like the
screen
bounties.
where you
Yeah.
selected them, there's actually a series of missions that go through that.
Okay.
And you have to get
Yeah, I'll
those.
go
So
grab those.
yeah, I'd
I'll
go
go
grab
grab
those.
those then because I did do the initial Trackers Alliance one. That one was kind of fun. I did enjoy that. Um, so far, I think I'm about level 30 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I said rookie. But I think I got to about level 30. I also, after you mentioned that, turned like I think I'm getting like
That's
79%
why.
bonus experience or something because I got things turned way, way up so that I can like I made it hard on myself, which sucks because I seem like I'm always afflicted with something, so I might have to turn that one down because that's driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, combine affliction. If you turn that all the way up, a minor injury from a hit from an enemy will give you an affliction. And
Dude,
then
if I jump and like I'm just a little too high and land and it goes, ugh, when I land, it gives me like a broken leg or something. It's like, seriously?
yeah, I
This is
have it.
stupid.
So I have it turned on to where just like you, my afflictions don't get cleared by using the aids for those afflictions. It only improves them.
I I I understand what you said, but I didn't. You're like, I'm like giving yourself AIDS. Why are you giving yourself AIDS?
I for
Like
the
that's just
longest
another affliction.
I for the longest time was bleeding. I used all my bandages. Like, why isn't this clearing? I was like, wait a minute. Settings. Yep, I got that turned on. All right, cool. I got to go to the doctor.
Yeah, I don't know. I have been to the doctor more times in this playthrough than I did in the whole 200 hours or so I've played Starfield.
Mhm.
It's nuts. So I might have to turn that one down because that one's kind of driving me a little crazy. But yeah, I've been having a blast. I just went and rescued Barrett. I've been just doing everything else. I did the Samco mission, all that. I did the whole free star thing for that ship, and then immediately started modding that ship out a little bit because it didn't have good enough engines and it didn't have good enough grav drive. So I upgraded those. I love how you can upgrade now.
Mhm. You've always been able to upgrade.
No, no, no. I mean, like, you can go in and upgrade now instead of just like having to take off the old ship part and put on a new ship part. You can just upgrade the ship part you have to a new one.
They've had that since day one.
No,
Yes.
this is not the same. This is different.
At the when you go into the shipbuilder screen and it gives you the option to upgrade or enter shipbuilder. Is that
Yeah,
yeah, they've always had that. Yeah. It's just half the time we wanted to redesign our ships to use other stuff. That
I don't
upgrade,
remember them always having that there.
it's always been there. I just never used it because you could highlight over different parts of your ship and click on it and upgrade that one part without actually going into the shipbuilder. But I always was redesigning my ship, so I just went into the shipbuilder.
I always remember taking the part off, like deleting the part and then having to add a new one.
Yeah, because the
I
bigger
don't remember
ones,
being able to upgrade them.
you've always just been able to upgrade them, but it was just easier to pull it off because usually when you wanted to upgrade, you used the bigger one anyway. So you had to make
Oh,
space for it.
well, and then took that nasty brown ship and made it all like a dark green and black color, and that thing looks so sweet now. So sweet. That it just looks so clean. I
Yeah,
love the way that ship looks.
I'm actually enjoying it. I haven't built any ships yet because I did the dream home background, so I went ahead and paid off my home first. And I'm doing missions that don't give me a lot of money really fast, like exploration missions. So and getting into talking about the updates, a lot of my gameplay today was running around in the freelance update in cruise mode, hitting all those points. And
Yeah,
it's
I need to go check that out a little bit because I haven't done it at all. I have not gone into
so
freelance.
when you go into cruise mode and you're traveling to a different planet in the system or a different target in the system, you first target over it and then hit E so you're targeting it, and then you can hit spacebar and activate autopilot. While you're traveling, you'll see these little blue icons pop up. They'll be just like any unexplored POI where it's a black center with a white outline. You'll have that as a blue icon that you can fly to, and it's only uh while you're in cruise mode. But then after you go through cruise mode and you investigate that, it could be a signal source, a structure, or whatever. After you investigate it, it stays on your map, your overall map. So if you need to go get something for somebody, say their ship's broke and you're going to go fly to get a part for them to come back so they can fix it, you can actually do that and fly directly back to that ship without having to go to cruise mode, hoping you find it and all that stuff. But
Okay,
cruise
that'd
mode
be kind of
makes
fun.
yeah, cruise mode makes it more immersive in my opinion, because you go into cruise mode from one planet, you're flying to another planet. You can actually get up, walk away, and as it gets closer, it'll chime, letting you know you're about to get there. So you can head back up, sit back in your seat as you're coming out, and
So it's starting to remind you a little bit more of Elite Dangerous.
it's actually feeling like a space sim instead of a fast travel sim.
Right. Yeah, I've just been kind of fast traveling around a lot of places so far because I'm just kind of catching up some of the stuff that I remember and some of the stuff that I kind of don't remember, but I'm like getting back into the swing of things. And now I want to start trying to do some of the new stuff. Like I do want to check out Watchtower, even though I've already been ambushed by way too many Watchtower ships that are annoying because they're significantly higher level than me.
Mhm.
But I've had to deal with that a bit, and it's kind of annoying because you go to loot them, and it gives you all their parts and stuff like that. But then their parts are considered contraband, and I'm like, I got stopped on my way out doing one of my quests, and it actually glitched out one of my quests, and I had to Google how to fix it
Mm.
because I got to Neon, they flagged me with contraband and like brought me in that way. And since I didn't come into the actual spaceport for the Freestar quest, like when I went to go follow the ranger guy, he bugged out and he went into this elevator and just like disappeared. And then when I went to go click on where it said he went, it said that was restricted and I couldn't get to that floor. And I'm like, what the heck? So I had to Google it and they're like, oh yeah, go back to the spaceport like as if you were to have landed at the spaceport and then come back in and he'll come running over to you and then you could follow him and he'll take you somewhere else. So I did that and it fixed it right away. So I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, the Watchtower, while it's a great mod, the problem with the Watchtower mod is it's poorly implemented in certain areas. Um,
Well, it's because it's not like
being
technically officially Bethesda.
Yeah, but it is backed by Bethesda. They really like it.
Yeah.
The problem I have, the great thing about it is that it gives you a fleet. So once you do the first parts of it, you'll end up getting a second ship, and then you can have that other ship flying with you, which makes fighting all those drones a lot easier.
Okay, so then when you get jumped by like 3 or 4 ships, you have 3 or 4 ships to fight 'em.
Well, at the beginning, you'll have 2 ships, you and whatever other ship you have, but you'll have 2 on, it'll be 2 to 1 odds instead of 50 to 1 odds.
I wish I could just bring my own because I got like 4 ships right now, and I
Hey,
got people to pilot them.
you can. The other ship is one of your ships. Once you'll install the module on your other ship, and then they'll fly your other whatever crewman you assign to it will fly that ship around.
How many am I allowed to have?
To start, you unlock more as you go through
Okay.
Watchtower, but to start, you'll get one other ship. I had the Frontier following me around because I only had enough money for one ship on my level, my most not Rook, but the one I was playing before him.
Because right now I have the Frontier. I have what's the free starship?
The Eagle.
The Star Eagle or whatever. I have that one. I have this like junk dog something that I got from the Trackers Alliance,
That is a piece of junk.
and then I got a spacer ship that I kind of stole from
Yeah,
the spacers.
get some
So I got 4 ships.
yeah, get some money up and you can you'll get the stuff you need to make one of them able to be part of your fleet to
Oh
start.
well, it'll. Oh, and I got the razor leaf.
The razor leaf. The
Yeah,
razorback leaf.
I got the razor leaf. So I got enough ships. Like
Would
that's
you
the one I'll probably have the razor leaf flying with me.
somebody in our Discord was saying that we should go do the Trekkers Alliance quest now that we have the razor leaf and are the mantis.
Uh-huh.
Because one of them is tracking down the mantis. What which
That's
would
interesting.
what would be funny is because one of the call signs you can use for
The
the
mantis.
Trackers Alliance is mantis.
Yeah, I chose shadow.
I did Raven.
Makes sense.
So if they ever make a mod where we can play together, we'll have Shadow and Raven hunting people.
Yeah, and then Mossy said he took Wraith. And his character, the way his character looks, Wraith fits him perfectly.
Mm-hmm. But he
So
also
that's pretty
uses a lot
awesome.
more mods. So to get that stuff, you'd have more mods.
Yeah, you gotta have the mods for it.
The only mods I want to add going forward are nothing but shipbuilder mods. That gives a little bit more ship parts and stuff.
I wouldn't mind armor, like if there's any like armor visual mods.
There's Star Wars ones where you can dress up as the Mandalorians.
That wouldn't be bad. I just like
I like the
the
less
armor. The armors that they have in the game just aren't super appealing.
they're spacesuits.
Like the one I'm wearing right now is okay. That's why this is the one that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna upgrade this one because it kind of looks the best. But like the Mantis armor looks terrible. The Starboard armor is awful. Like it just looks terrible.
There's one that's one mod that you can get from Bethesda that gives you a Starborn suit that doesn't look overly horrible. Problem I have with it is its stats are one set of stats for the entire suit, no separate helmet or pack.
Yeah, I wonder how that would work with mods. And like, you couldn't add as many good mods.
Yeah, it becomes limiting with that one. The only reason I like the Starborn suit is it's where I would expect 300 years in the future everything to be. Like more narrow, form-fitting spacesuits versus the big, bulky,
Right,
realistic spacesuits that they use.
right.
But yeah,
I don't know. Some of them look okay, I guess. And those are the ones that I'm trying to hang on to and upgrade and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. I know that now that I don't have to continue to go through the Unity, I'm gonna try not to. I'm just gonna I'm gonna knock out all the major faction quests, knock out the Shattered Space stuff, knock out the Terran Armada stuff, do all that, all the Trackers Alliance quests, bounty quests, everything. I want to try and knock out as much as I can in one playthrough, and then just upgrade all my powers and stuff and see how. Like I noticed that this X Tech stuff isn't super common. I found like
You
5
f-
of them so
you
far.
find a lot more when you're doing the cruise POIs, the cruise mode POIs.
Really,
Those actually have X Tech in them.
I found like 5 so far randomly that I've used for
But
upgrading guns and stuff.
you only use up to 5 to get the stats you want on the gun, on the weapons. It's 1 per roll. And then
Right, but
on your fifth one,
hold
you
on,
select what you want.
hold on though. It's 1 per roll, but there's 4 different legendary powers you can roll, or there's 4 different legendary powers. So that's 20 for just the one gun, and then you get to select.
You get to select each one individually. So you re-roll the first one 5 times and then you get to select it.
Right, and
It's
then you get
whatever
to the
level.
second power, but then you try and add the second power, and you have to roll that one 5 times too.
Unless you get lucky with the first one. But let's
Right.
not talk about X Tech. Let's talk about the 25,000 credits it costs you per roll.
Yeah, but you know that I've never really had an issue with money. I'm pretty good at getting money in this game.
I'm down to like 5,000 credits because I paid off a dream home and all that.
Well,
And
see, I
because
got like 130,000 or something like that right now.
I had that much, but I paid 125,000 credits on my house. So I now have my house.
Well, that was after upgrading my ship and everything like
Okay, so
that.
that's
So
see, you didn't say that part.
yeah,
No,
that was after upgrading my Star Eagle.
so my biggest complaint about this latest update is Bethesda didn't address something I complained about back in uh early release and all that. Derelict ships, unless you mod it, still cannot be taken over, which is highly annoying.
My biggest complaint that I've had since day one that still hasn't been addressed is that I'm not very super far into the game and I haven't done a lot of the main quests yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been in the same cave like 6 times. Every time a mission sends me to some cave, it's the exact same layout of a cave. Every time I like go anywhere that has a cave, it's
They
the exact same layout. They have like 4 different layouts for caves, and they just repeat them over and over and over everywhere you go.
they
There's like no
are
variety to it.
at least I can honestly say, paying attention to the updates, they are at least working on getting through all of their um, different POIs. They've added more POIs for planetary generation. My
Yeah.
home has an old abandoned radio station where it watches the sky.
Uh-huh.
Um, I've come across a close quarters combat training POI for an old compound like that where it's just loaded with ammunition and guns. So they've
Yeah, I
added
mean
more.
that's all good and well that they add more POIs. It's that it's like copy paste. A lot of, especially the caves. That's the biggest one. Is the caves are all just like copy paste. Like you literally walk down, turn to the right, go down, turn to the left, go around the circle,
That's
go
a
down. Every single cave is laid out exactly the same and has like the same boxes in the same spots. It's literally just copy paste lazy
that
developing.
is a limitation of pre-generate not pre-generated process generated planets is you don't get to cool really fancy stuff. You can only store so many for it to pull from.
I get that, but like
They haven't addressed.
especially the main storyline, like the main storylines should not be that procedurally generated to where they're
Yeah,
all the
that's what I
same.
was looking for. Procedurally generated.
Yeah, they shouldn't all be exactly the same in the main story. Like if you go to like some random planet and run into a cave and then oh yep, I've seen this cave before, whatever. That's one thing. But in the main story, you shouldn't go in, especially since I'm only like Sorry, I'm only a couple quests into the like main story. I'm not that super far, and I've been in the same cave like 5 times on 5 different planets that are part of the main story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I
Like,
won't argue against it because it's true. The main story, the main quest should have unique locations you're going to. The the other issue that they really haven't looked like they're trying to address, and I'm pretty sure will be corrected in the comments and stuff, but the one that doesn't look like they're really trying hard to address is a lot of people have complained that space is too crowded on planets far away. So on a planet that's isolated, there's really no reason to have a base there. You land your ship and it generates 3 or 4 POIs around you. It's like, why? Why would you have an abandoned base here? There's nothing in this system worth value.
well, how do they know there's nothing in the system worth value if they never came there and set up a little base and checked it out?
1 or 2 bases I get for exploration, but
Right.
hey, I got an abandoned place there. Hey, I got a cryo lab there. Hey, I got this other place there. It's that kind of closeness. That is, I want space to feel like space. It shouldn't be as crowded on some of these back worlds that you go to as they are.
It's given me, do you remember Final Fantasy 14 when it first released
No,
vibes?
not when it first released.
When it first released, before A Realm Reborn came, it was the same thing. Like, you'd walk over the hill and it would be procedurally generated and be the exact same terrain you were just in, literally rock for rock where you would just were. And it was just it seems kind of like lazy creating. But don't get me wrong, the game itself is good. The story is good. The content that they're adding is good. I really like the
Mhm,
concept of what they're adding. The fact that they just like basically doubled our content with this patch and DLC thing all at
mhm.
once. That's awesome. And I'm looking forward to playing through it. I just wish some of these little complaints that we've had for the longest times would get addressed. Like
Hey.
the procedurally generated overused things. Like it's just
That is something when I was reading through the notes before this update came out. The last episode, I was reading through all the notes, and that we discussed where they said that they were addressing the fact that these people were complaining they were constantly getting the same POIs over and over and over again. They have addressed that. I have not seen a lot of the same POIs. And in fact, some of these labs and stuff that have been generated have had civilians in them instead of being abandoned. So I was like,
yeah.
oh, it actually feels like this world is being, and this was on a livable world, a breathable air world, and there were civilians walking around in a lab. I was like, am I going to have to kill these people? Is that robot aggressive? And I'm walking up to it and I'm not seeing any spacers or Crimson Fleet or Elliptic. And I'm like, that's
Huh.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
That is cool. I do enjoy stuff like that, I guess.
But they
But
are
like,
they are addressing things, but they're focusing more on the really huge complaints, it looks like, and addressing what they can on the side. So they're showing progress. So
okay,
I
I'll
can't
give it that.
complain. They are showing progress. It's not really fast progress because the game wasn't as broken as say like Cyberpunk 2077, where they're having to dump stuff after stuff after stuff trying to get the game fixed. But they are progressing with the game. They are showing they're actually working on it, especially with this DLC and all this content they added to the game. So they're listening to what people are saying. And based on what I'm seeing, PlayStation 5 fans are really happy right
I know.
now.
I heard the game is absolutely phenomenal on PlayStation 5. It looks great. I've
Mhm.
seen screenshots and stuff, and it looks better than it does on my PC.
My brother went out and bought it today.
Did he?
Yes.
So you guys got it in the house on PS5 now?
Yeah, and considering I have a PS5 and he has a PS5, I was like, I'm
Did you
gonna
get
go
the
get.
premium edition?
I told him to get the premium edition. I don't know if he did or not.
I hope so. Then you'll have all the DLCs and all that kind of stuff right away.
Hmm. So yeah, it's awesome seeing PS5 actually get the love it deserves. And like you said, I've heard nothing but great reviews on PS5 about it.
Mhm.
And people that are finally getting to play it on PS5, and there's people that are finally picking it up for the first time. And they're like saying they're basing some of the videos. Nikki Z shared one where the person was saying Starfield is actually good
Right.
because all he heard was the
Dude,
reviews.
did you see one thing that does still bother me, and it's still happening. I figured they would have fixed it by now, but they still haven't. I can't tell you, like, right off the bat, okay? Sam Coe, I'm doing his mission, and I go to the Gal Bank, right? And where you have to stop the bank heist
Hmm.
or whatever. And as soon as I start talking to the marshal and it like goes to Sam Coe, we're having a conversation with the back of Sam Coe's head through the whole conversation. That glitch is still there. Where like half the time your companion or whoever you're talking to the back of their head.
Now, here's the
It's
question.
like
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't turn if they're facing away from you, it doesn't turn them
it
around.
won't turn them for the conversation. Yes, it's like, come
Did
on.
you change your setting to where you're actually free to look around while they're talking and it doesn't zoom up on their face? You can actually change the setting in the settings for gameplay settings where
Uh,
it doesn't zoom in on the person. It's you stay back. So if they're not facing you, you can keep looking at the other person so you don't see Sam Coe's back of his head.
I'm just like, really, dude. Like, I'm just sitting here looking at the back of this dude's head through half the
But that's
conversation.
a
It's like,
minor glitch that
but I just
it gets
like,
annoying.
it's been 3 years now. You'd think they would have fixed something like that's small. Like, it's something that's easy to fix. Like,
It might be easy to fix, or it's something where they look at it and it's like, if we fix this, it'll most likely break something else that we'll have to spend a while
yeah,
to fix.
it could be. It
There,
could be one of
there's
those
some of
things,
those
but
where you just look at and like, I can live with this. It's not completely game breaking, might be slightly immersion breaking, but I can live with it. One thing I hope they revamp in the future uh, is the persuasion, because right now, even when you're maxed out on your persuasion, it's still hard to persuade in that in the game. It's
not if you do it right.
because if you go to try red or yellow, you're more likely to fail on those, even if you take all of the boosters before you go into the conversation.
No, I don't know. I haven't really. Okay, so one, I've leveled up my persuasion quite a bit.
I've
I think
only
I'm
got
like
level
level.
2.
I think I'm on level 3 of the persuasion, and I use the meds or whatever, the aids,
The
give myself aids to give myself
Yalta or
persuasion.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, to give myself bonuses persuasion. And I don't think I've failed on persuasion yet on any of my conversations.
Failed on 2.
Plus, you can always if you're that kind of person, you can always save before you go into it. And if you fail on the persuasion, then do it again.
I restarted one because I failed on the persuasion and it was weird. The game glitched out in the middle of the persuasion and it immediately, I don't know what happened, but the game glitched out badly and I fell through the ground. So I was like, that's weird. I want to restart.
Yeah. And I swear I've done the Freestar quest before.
You have.
Like I know I could have swore I have, but I don't remember like the end. Like I didn't remember the end. And when I got there, like I'm like, oh wait, this isn't where I don't
Oh,
remember meeting Ron Hope here.
yeah.
And then I met Ron Hope in the middle of the factory or whatever and took the bribe, and Andrasia hated me for it. She got really pissed off. And then I got the achievement for it. So I was like, I swear I've done this before. How am I getting the achievement for it?
I don't think you've ever taken, I think you only ran through it, I think one time and you
No,
killed.
I got the achievement for like finishing the Freestar
Oh,
Collective quest line.
maybe you didn't finish it.
I swear I have, because I know I've had that ship before. I wonder if if I used like a console command that like must have like bricked my achievements at one point or something.
I don't know. Unless you ran mods or used a console command, the achievements should have stayed on. So I have no idea why you would have that issue.
Maybe I did. Or maybe I had a mod. I might have, because I used to use mods, so I might have had a mod that broke, that like made it to where it didn't count.
All right. So for time's sake, sir, Terra Namata, we're not going to really touch on.
This week.
Me and him have not gotten to it. So
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. Although they did add they added a droid you can get, all that good stuff. But it's recommended level 50, so I'll hit it when I get around there. But Mossy, Nikki Z, and others say they love it, and I don't see a reason to doubt them because they're really into the game.
Yeah.
And if they say they
They're
love
our
it,
resident experts.
yep, they are our resident experts, especially since Mozzie's over 1,000 hours played in the game.
You're almost 1,000 hours played in the game.
I still need 99 or 97 hours.
How many hours have you played it on the Steam version?
1.
Oh, I was gonna say that's all you played Star Wars Genesis? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because those hours don't count toward your Xbox numbers. So
Yeah, I didn't play it long because I started getting back into Star Wars Galaxies and Star Wars: The Old Republic thanks to the novels I'm reading. But since we're running out of time, we are going to talk about episode 4 of Firefly.
Oh, okay.
Mal's Duel is what I'm
that
calling it.
That episode was sweet.
Dude.
Yeah, I like that episode. It showed a lot of character growth for Mal, though.
But it actually shows you how he feels about Inara.
I know.
And his line, I may not like your what was it? I may not respect your profession, but he disrespected you.
Yeah.
So,
dude, that guy was a tool anyway. And I love that he didn't kill him, that he just left him like embarrassed and disrespected.
My favorite thing, he says his whole speech and something about great men, and he stabs the guy. I'm good. I'm okay. He stabs him the second time. I'm okay.
Gives him just a little stab. Stab.
Pettiness. Gotta love Mal.
He is incredibly petty. But like, I don't know. I really enjoyed that episode. I thought it was a really good one. Like, and like the way he like, I was a little ticked at him at first when he disrespected Kaylee, though. Like, he like, she got really mad at him. He goes, "What did I do?"
And Zoe's like, "You're staying with the ship," and then gets on the thing with them and goes.
Yeah, like ticked off all the girls. Like,
now, one piece of character growth I do like is Kaylee seeing high society's thing about fashion,
right?
And how what she likes, and they tried bullying her.
Yeah, I love the way the dude came over and like just roasted that girl that was making fun of Kaylee, though.
That show had so much, and that's what I like about Firefly. It had so much character development in the show. Especially,
I like that guy though, the one that came over to save Kaylee. He was hilarious.
Oh yeah. And then I like his second, like, yep, he's going to die. Mal's second, yep, he's going to die. And he's like, you got to finish him. He's embarrassed. Exactly. There's no reason to kill him.
Yeah, why would I want to kill him?
And then,
he's going to want to. He'll probably come back in a later episode and want revenge. And
what I like though is at the very end of that duel where he's like, trying to say she'll never work in that town again, and then Inara steps forward. That's not how this works.
Yeah, right.
You've been blacklisted. You've got a black mark. No companion's ever going to work with you.
You don't blacklist me. I blacklist you. I have the power here. You don't. You have money. I have power. There's a difference.
And then I think it was Mal that goes, so how is he going to get a woman? And then the old guy is going to have to rely on his personality. Good luck with that.
That was hilarious. Every episode I watch of this show just makes me laugh more and more. It is so funny.
And dude, it has a level of humor that this day and age, I think, is more appreciated than back when it
It
first
was
came
back
out.
then, yeah. And it's funny that you mentioned this either today or yesterday or something like that to me, but I had already seen this article as well about how since they announced the animated reboot or whatever,
Mhm.
like the ratings of Firefly has skyrocketed
Yeah, I sent that to you like yesterday.
on streaming. Yeah, I saw it right before you sent it to me. Like the ratings have skyrocketed since they announced it. Like,
And its reviews have gone up because
yeah,
it's a good show. And it's one of those cult classics become cult classics because after it's over, people start sharing, hey, this was a good show. You need to go check it out. And then people start watching and it's like, oh my God, this is great. My brother wouldn't watch it because I told him, hey, there's only one season, but then there's a follow up movie. I recommend watching it. And then watching the movie, you'll at least get closure to a lot of the story. He's like, yeah, but if I like it, I gotta see more.
yeah. I don't want to love the show and only have one season. Well, they're gonna make another one, so
Yeah,
watch it.
finally. And it's gonna be animated. And since it's going to be anime, it's going to take place where it takes place. They're going to have to find somebody that can play Book. I haven't heard if they're going to actually who they're going to have voice that character.
I don't know.
Because
Hopefully,
Shepard.
they get somebody good.
And then so next week we'll talk about episode 5,
Hmm.
which is a significant point in Book story. So pay attention to that. Um,
Yeah, Mister Watch Ahead. I
hey,
haven't watched that one yet.
I still remember as I start watching these episodes, I start remembering the episode, which is annoying because it's like my memory's shot. I don't remember well on my own, but then I see something that triggers my memory. It's like, boom, there you go.
Yeah, I have not watched the. I only watched the one because I was only supposed to watch the one.
Technically, I could say this should have been episode 5 this week because we were technically
Nope.
supposed to record last week until we realized it was Easter.
Yeah. Well, we are running a bit late, so unless you got anything else.
Nah, that's pretty much it.
So if you guys want to get a hold of the show for any reason, the best way to get a hold of us is on our Discord/GG Raw Podcasts. You know the deal. If you want to get a hold of us for business related things like advertising on the show, maybe you have some show ideas you want to, put down for us, you can get a hold of us at podcastraw@gmail.com. Both of us have both those things linked to our phones, so we get those messages pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we are very quick responders. So you will have a response from one of us pretty quickly, if not both of us. Uh,
Don't.
if you're watching us on
There
YouTube,
you go.
yeah, I won't forget about YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. It helps our algorithm. It helps more people see the show, gets us out there, gets us on other people's algorithms. So please like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. Anything else you got?
No, that's all I got. Y'all stay nerdy.
Have a great week, guys, and we appreciate you guys listening to the show.